Come Nazi lads, Brigid Shame is here, and finally, welcome back to RDR2 Horse and Facts. Now, yes, I know it's been a while since I recorded one of these, but as y'all can hear, I'm now playing some traditional Brazilian music because this next breed that we are going to cover, actually today, we are going to cover not one, but two different breeds. So this first one that we are going to be covering is actually one of the newest breeds that was added to Red Dead Redemption 2, is the Criollo, which apparently is a Brazilian horse. So I'm now on Wikipedia, and let's get started. The Criollo in Spanish, or Criollo in Portuguese, is the native horse of the Pampas, a natural region between Uruguay, Argentina, Brazil, and Paraguay in South America, with a reputation for long-distance endurance linked to a low basal metabolism, whatever that is. The breed, known for its hardiness and stamina, is popular in its home countries. The word Criollo originally referred to human and animals of purebred Spanish ancestry that were born in the Americas, or, in Portuguese, Criollo, to animals or slaves born in the Americas. In time, the meaning of the word simply come to refer to native breeds of the Americas. So now onto the characteristics. The Criollo is a hardy horse with a brawny and strong body with broad chest and well-sprung ribs. They have sloping, strong shoulders with muscular necks, short and strong legs with good bone structure and resistant joints, low-set hocks, and sound, hard feet. The medium to large size, long muzzled head has a straight or slightly convex profile with wide-set eyes. The croup is sloping, the haunches well-muscled, and the back short with a strong loin. Man, this sounds like a big bench presser of a horse, if you get what I mean. The Criollo is tactable, intelligent, willing, and sensible. Criollo horses average 14.3 hands high, between the maximum height for stallions and geldings of 14 to 15 hands high. The difference between the maximum and minimum height for mares is approximately 2 centimeters or 1 inch. The line-back dun is the most popular color, and the breed may also come in bay, brown, black, chestnut, grullo, buckskin, palomino, blue or strawberry, roan, gray, and overo colors. Wow, that's a lot of colors. The breed is famous for their endurance capabilities and ability to live in harsh conditions, as their homeland has both extreme heat and cold weather. They are frugal eaters, thriving on little grass. They have good resistance to disease and are long-lived horses. And now to my favorite part, the history, which this should be interesting. The breed dates back to a 1535 shipment of 100 purebred Spaniards and Andalusian stallions coming from Cadiz, Spain to the Rio de la Plata, imported by Buenos Aires founder Pedro de Mendoza. Okay, forgive me if I butchered the name. In 1540, the hostility of the native populace forced the Spaniards to abandon Buenos Aires and release 12 to 45 horses. When Buenos Aires was resettled in 1580, it is estimated that the feral horse population numbered around 12,000. Blimey, that is a lot. Since they largely reproduced in the wild, the Criollo developed into an extremely hardy horse, capable to survive the extreme heat and cold, subsist with little water, and live off the dry grass of the area. Settlers later came and started capturing horses for riding and for use as pack animals. The Native Americans had already been doing that many years before. Throughout the 19th century, a large proportion of the horses were crossed with imported European thoroughbred, coach, and draft horse stallions. and a larger, coarser, strong, striding, multi-purpose saddle cart horse resulted. However, the crossbreeding nearly ruined the native Spanish horse type. In 1918, the Argentine breeders decided to create a purebred Criollos registry, and the Breeders' Association was then formed in 1923. Much infighting occurred between the bands of Emilio Solanet and Enrique Croto. I'm trying to blend in with the accent here. The first prompted the Asian type Criollo, and the latter the taller African type with a coarse convex head, fallen croup, thinner mane and tail. It was not until 1934 that Dr. Solanet was able to firmly take control of the Breeders' Association. He set a new goal for the breed with a shorter, more compact stock horse, which emulated the Chilean horse breed that he admired so much. In 1938, 70% of the breed Criollos were called because they did not possess the phenotype aspired by Dr. Solanet and his followers. The new breed standard, about which he had written in 1928, was finally made available to the public once he was assured that the breeders were more united in their breed objectives. I kind of got lost there. Okay, hang on. I need to adjust my camera. Okay, there we go. It would not be until 1957 that the registry was closed for Argentine native breeds, but the registry has remained open for the Chilean horse breed that has been so influential in giving shape to the Criollo as a better stock horse. Nevertheless, the breed maintains its own identity in a taller, leggier, and squarer conformation with a more angular hoof that gives it the long stride it requires to cover the great distances in the flat Argentine plains known as pampas. Not to be confused with Pampers, don't mix that up. The modern Criollo head has a straight facial profile and a shorter muzzle with longer ears than is typical in the Chilean horse breed. Next up, endurance, of which apparently the state is pretty much similar to the Arabian. The breeders implemented a rigorous endurance test that to help evaluate horses for breeding. In these events, known as La Marca, the horses are ridden over a 750-kilometer, 466-mile course to be completed in a 75-hour split in 14 days. That's a long time. No supplemental feed is allowed. The horses are required to carry heavy loads of 245 pounds or 110 kilograms on their backs and may only eat the grass at the side of the road. At the end of the day, a veterinarian checks the horses. Today, the horse is used mainly as a working cow horse, but it is also considered a pleasure and trail horse, which contributed a great deal to the Argentine polo pony. They are also excellent rodeo and endurance horses. The national rodeo competition is known as Paletada, and it involves a paired team of horses and riders that approach a steer from both sides at a full run. The steer is sandwiched in between the two horses that lean onto the bovine, practically carrying it down a 60-meter long delineated path beyond which the horses must not go during the defined trajectory. It is an amazing demonstration of control that can literally pick up a steer and place it wherever it needs to be. Wow, so these guys are actually using rodeos. That's pretty impressive. One example of the breed's fantastic endurance was the ride made by the Swiss-born Argentine rider Professor Aim Felix Teschifli, born in 1894 and died in 1954. Between 1925 and 1928, Shifley took two Criollos, 16-year-old Menka and 15-year-old Goto, on a 13,350 mile or 21,500 kilometer trek from Buenos Aires to Manhattan, New York, crossing snow-capped mountains, the world's driest desert, the thickest tropical jungles, riding in all types of weather, alternating the riding and packing between the two horses. The trio took 3 years to finish the trip, although Professor Shifley went through many hardships on the trip, including a bout of malaria. Oh, I know how dangerous malaria can be. From the Pampas across La Cuaca, from La Paz to Cuzco, Lima, Trujillo, Quito, Medellin, and Cartagena. I cannot pronounce those. They rode up to 5,900 meters above sea level through Paso El Condor, between Potosi and Chalipata, or Bolivia. The horses did wonderfully well in a wide array of extreme topographies and climates. Goto lived to be 36 and Menka 40. They lived the last years of their lives as celebrities in La Estancia El Cardel Ranch, the breeding establishment of the man most credited for developing the Criollo breed, Dr. Emilio Solanet. In 1987, Jorge Sanz Rosas, owner of the Argentine Estancia Cristiano Murto, offered his Criollo Sufridor to the American Louis Brunick and the Russian-French Vladimir Fizenko for a horseback ride from the Beagle Channel in Tierra del Fuego up to the shores of the Arctic Ocean in Dreadhorse, Alaska. After traveling for 5.5 years, the ride was accomplished in the summer of 1993. Having made the entire journey, the Criollo Sufridor is likely the horse that has traveled the furthest in a single direction. The ride was chronicled in the book Sufridor, MS 2000, written by Louis Brunick. Wow. So apparently the Criollo has an interesting history. So this, guys, is the Criollo. Now, I'm actually not sure what colors that these breeds come in, but this is actually a pretty nice looking breed. So, okay, so yeah, that has been the Criollo, and now we're moving on to the next breed. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My mom done their needs on it, so where was I? Kladruber, okay. The surviving records show a particular influence by several stallions on the herd of gray Kladrubers. Pepoli, a gray who sired the Colt Generale in Comp Kenny in 1787. Generale is thought to be the progenitor of all gray Kladrubers today, and he produced the Son Generalissimiums 1797, who produced a separate lineage, Maestoso 1773 and Favory 1779. Born in Kladruber, became two of the 6 founding stallion lineages. Favory returned to Kladruber after World War II to add new blood to the decimated herd. Barzoi and Legion, Orloff trotters added a new blood between World War I and World War II. Rudolfo, a Lusitano from Portugal, added new blood after World War II. The herd of black Kladrubers had two particular influential stallions, Sacramoso, born 1799, and Napoleone, born 1845, and was regenerated in Slotiny. God, I cannot pronounce that. The black and white Kladrubers have several differences due to their breeding. The white is finer, more thoroughbredish in type, and usually taller than the black. The black has more Neapolitan blood, and thus is heavier, has a shorter croup, a different head and neck, and a more Nordic look to it. Oh, that's a good one there. Pepoli's bloodlines are still bred at the Clodbury stud, but the herd of black horses sired by Sacramoso and Napoleone was destroyed in the 1930s during the Great Depression, after many of the animals were sold for meat. Despite the decimated herd, a few horses were saved and efforts have been made by breeders to re-establish their bloodlines at a new stud in Slotiny at the Research Institute for Horse Breeding. The timeline of Imperial Stud from Kladruber nad Labem. A 1491, Pernstein family purchased the Pardubis estate, later including Kladruber Park. 1560, Maximilian II, emperor since 1563, given the Pardubis estate with Clodbury Park as a gift from the Czech estates. 1562, Maximilian II, Holy Roman Emperor, founded a Spanish horse stud farm in Kladruber. Of 1579, Rudolph II, Holy Roman Emperor, gave the stud farm an imperial court stud farm status. Of 1757, stud farm with stud book documents burned down. That's a shame. 1770, Joseph II, Holy Roman Emperor, rebuilt the stud farm. 1764, foaling date of Pepoli, founding stallion of the gray variety of Kladrubers. 1787, foaling date of General Gray Stallion. 1797, foaling date of Generalissimus Gray Stallion. 1800, foaling date of Sacramoso Black Stallion. 1844, new Emperor-style stables built. 1918, which is the same year that Nickel Plate 587 was built. Stud farm falls under governance and management by the new nation of Czechoslovakia. 1922, the Napoleonic bloodline extinct. 1995, Kladruber breed was designated a Czech historic landmark. 2002, Kladruber stud farm and the basic herd of gray Kladrubers was designated a Czech National Historic Landmark. In 2005, Kladrubers serve on ceremonial occasions at Royal Court of Sweden and are used by Mounted Police of Sweden as well. Which I think I've actually seen videos of that. Really interesting. Breed characteristics. Modern Kladrubers are usually gray. Many stand between 16.2 to 17 hands high, 66 to 68 inches, or 170 to 170 centimeters. That's a bit mixed up. And primarily used in harness. They are suitable for light draft and agriculture, and can be seen at the international levels in the sport of combined driving. This FEI sport makes good use of the Kladruber's calm nature, endurance, and relative speed. The Kladruber is also occasionally crossbred with lighter breeds to produce a more suitable riding horse, usually for dressage, which I'm guessing is where they dress up the horse. Kind of, but not really. Like how we do with our dogs, because they hate that. Due to their small gene pool and long history of selective breeding, Kladruber type is well set, and they possess recognizable breed characteristics. Many of these characteristics, such as a prominent Roman or convex facial profile, have been retained from their Baroque ancestors. While the relatively upright shoulder, pasterns, and hooves, long black and short croup are not desirable in a riding horse, these qualities allow high stepping gaits in a driving horse. The high-set, powerful, and well-arched neck of the Kladruber was a trademark feature of their Spanish Neapolitan ancestors and contributes to their appearance in harness. A horse of substance, the Kladruber possesses a deep, broad chest and sound legs with large joints and hooves. Their legs unfeathered, though the mane and tail are thick and flowing, and the features are lean rather than fleshy. All gaits, through most, especially the trot, should have high action and elasticity with a clear cadence. Wow, so the Kladruber has a pretty interesting history. And to those who have no idea of what this breed looks like, this is the Kladruber. Check that out. Big and muscular. And these, by the way, are the horses in Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a black one, here's a white one. So these horses are actually really good looking. Guys, look at this. This breed is really cool. This breed is actually really good looking. So, black is actually my favorite color. Look at that. That is a handsome looking horse right there. So that, guys, has been this newest episode of RDR2 Horse in Fact with the Criollo from Brazil and the Kladruber from Czechoslovakia. So if you lot have enjoyed this video, then do not forget to smash the like button, drop a comment, and if you're new to my channel, whack that subscribe button, and also get that bing notification bell button on so that y'all won't miss any videos from me, and videos just like this one, and I will see you all next time. Peace out, lads.